Hi everyone, I am back with part 2 of my Empties video. This is going to be all of my body care. I'm going to start off with a product that is not empty. This is the Tulips Instant Warming Foot Scrub. I got this in a Tulips subscription box quite a while ago. Focus for me. There we go. It's not empty, as you can tell. It still has quite a bit of product left in it. I don't know if it's because it was so old I could not find an expiration date on there and I really don't remember when I got it, or if it's just the product itself, but I had a horrible reaction to it. I found it in my drawer this month, kind of rediscovered it, and I like foot scrubs, especially as we're going into summer. You can see right out through my windows is our little pool for the apartment complex, and me and my son will be out there pretty much every day in the summer. So I try to pay more attention to my feet because feet are gross, and I feel like if people have to see them, they should at least be less gross. So, you know, constant pedicures and scrubbing, and I get weird about my feet in the summer. So I decided to pull this out and give it a try. I was surprised when I first put it on by how hot it was, because it's an instant warming scrub. So as soon as it's activated, you start rubbing it between your hands, it gets warm, and then that's relaxing on the feet. It got hot. Like I would squeeze it on my hands, and before I could even really rub it, it was almost too hot to be comfortable. But I went ahead and used it. You know, I scrubbed my feet with it. Very, very warm, but didn't feel like it was burning me. It was just a little too hot for me to like. And then for the next 2 to 3 hours, my feet felt like they were on fire. They were hot, the skin turned red, they were uncomfortable, they started itching and burning. It was horrible. So that's going in the trash. Again, maybe I'm allergic to it. I have very sensitive skin. I react to all sorts of stuff. Maybe it was just expired, or maybe this is just a bad product. But it's going in the trash because no. And then the next product I have is Dr. Teals Pure Epsom Salt Soaking Solution. This is the Relax and Relief Eucalyptus and Spearmint. Really enjoyed this. It's pretty much the same scent as Bath & Body Works Aromatherapy Eucalyptus and Spearmint. Much cheaper. I don't know the exact price of these, but I get Dr. Teals at Walmart, Target. I want to say Walmart usually has a wider selection. My Target always only has 1 or 2 fragrances. But give them a try. They're cheap. They work great. The bubble baths in the Dr. Teals line are amazing. I love them. So I would absolutely repurchase that. I have a couple scrubs here. This first one is the Bourbon Strawberry Vanilla. This was an amazing line, and Bath & Body Works needs to bring it back because everybody loved all 4 scents in this line. Now this one was the Shea and Fruit Body Scrub. Those of you that are familiar with Bath & Body Works knows that like each new collection gets its own scrub formula for some reason. Now you can tell now, but you couldn't tell when it was full. If you look at the packaging, you see the little red beads. Those are micro beads, which you can tell now. You can see that they're little round micro beads. When it was full, the Shea pack, like for me, I didn't really see those. I saw little speckles of red, but I don't know, it didn't occur to me that they were the micro beads. Some of you may be familiar with this, but there's a big movement against micro beads, and there's legislation being passed to make it illegal to use certain kinds. Because some of them, like in the Bath & Body Works hand soaps and hand sanitizers, dissolve. Water and friction makes them dissolve, which is why you don't have little plastic beads left in the palm of your hand after you use their sanitizers. Other ones are solid plastic. They go down the drain, they clog pipes, they get out into the ocean, and they are affecting and killing marine life. So there's a big movement away from them. They're, you know, slowly being banned from use. I did not realize that the ones in here were the plastic ones. It was awful. I posted a picture in my Facebook group. I used this in the bathtub the first time I used it, and there was a ring of little red plastic beads all the way around my tub at the water line. It was really weird. I don't like using a scrub that leaves plastic behind him. I didn't like it. I loved the scent. I actually liked the Shea formula, although I wish the granules had been larger so that it was more exfoliating. This was a little too gentle for me. But I won't repurchase anything in this formula because for some reason those plastic microbeads, on top of being bad for the environment, gross me out. I can't do it. I do have 1 or 2 of these scrubs left, and I'll use them because I purchased them, but I would not repurchase. Next, I have from Deep Steep, Fresh Honey Sugar Scrub in Honey Blossom. There we go. This was in my last Marshall's haul. I would tell you how much I paid for it. That might say $5.99. It's really hard to tell now. The scent on this was amazing. Almost an exact dupe for the Body Shop's Honey Mania. I love honey scents. It was really good. The granules in here were a great texture. It was really good exfoliating. My only complaint with this particular scrub, I know it's made with actual honey, so it's pure natural ingredients. It left a waxy residue all over my skin. And I don't know if that was like a beeswax thing from using the natural ingredients, but it wasn't oily. Like, I've talked about the aromatherapy scrubs at Bath & Body Works, and I love the oil they leave behind, but this was like wax. I couldn't get it off. Even my Bath & Body Works shower gel and loofah, like scrubbing my skin, I still had a film of wax when I got out of the shower. So I loved this scent. I enjoyed the formula of the scrub, but I would not repurchase because I don't like feeling like a candle when I get out of the shower. Not my thing. But it was really good. My only other complaint too is that it went really fast. It's so thick that you use a lot each time, and I think this only lasted me like 3 or 4 showers. So it was good, but I would not repurchase. And then my final scrub is a Bath & Body Works aromatherapy scrub. Of course, you guys know I love these. This is in Eucalyptus Tea, which is a nice scent. Not my favorite, but not bad. Okay, to me it's so similar to Eucalyptus Spearmint that I would rather buy that one, I think. It's just a little bit lighter, but I like the Eucalyptus Spearmint. So this was good. You guys know I love this formula. I will absolutely repurchase it. I would repurchase the scent, but I'm not upset that it's gone right now. I would just get the Spearmint. It's very similar. Okay, so moving on to shower gels. I actually have quite a few this month. I usually only have like 1 in each video, but I had a lot going at one time and they all seemed to run out at the same time. So the first one here is Ocean Melon and Mango. The notes on this one are juicy honeydew, frozen mango, watery hyacinth, and cucumber flower. This smelled almost exactly like cucumber melon. It's got a little bit of a floral note that stops it from being a repackage, but they're siblings. I wouldn't even call them cousins. They're siblings. They're very similar. So it went over really well in my house because my boyfriend loves cucumber melon. So he really liked this. He used a lot of that. I noticed it was disappearing much faster than our shower gels usually do. So I can assume he liked it. I liked it, and I would repurchase it if it were to come back. Next, we finished a little travel size in Mad About You. This is a pretty floral scent. I actually used a good portion of this as bubble bath for my son. You know, he likes to splash in the bubbles, and I don't see any point in buying expensive kids bubble bath when like this works. And he doesn't have sensitive skin. It doesn't irritate his skin or anything. So for the fragrance, I liked it. It's very floral. I don't think it was my boyfriend's favorite. It was good. I don't think I would repurchase it just because Bath & Body Works has so many scents that I really like that I wouldn't really buy a meh scent like that is. But if I ended up with another one as like a gift or a free item or whatever, I'd use it. It was okay. The next one here, also travel size, Sweet Magnolia and Clementine from the same line as that strawberry, the Bourbon Strawberry Vanilla. Great scent. Loved this scent. However, to me, the shower gel just didn't have much scent. You could smell it in the bottle, but like once it went on the loofah, once you used it on your body, it was just very, very faint. I'm not talking about after the shower. I never smell Bath & Body Works shower gels on me once I get out of the shower, but they're usually super strong when they're lathering, and I just didn't get much from this. So I love the scent. I will absolutely repurchase like the Fine Fragrance Mist in this scent if it comes back, but I don't think I would buy the shower gel just because I wasn't really able to enjoy the scent that way. Same thing with this one here. This is the Bourbon Strawberry and Vanilla shower gel. Again, I really love this scent, but in the shower gel, it was so faint that I had to like put the loofah up against my nose to smell it. So I would absolutely repurchase this scent, but probably not as a shower gel. I'm gonna move into hand soaps here real quick. I have a deep cleansing hand soap in Beautiful Day. I didn't like it. I like Beautiful Day body care, and the candle was okay. The soap to me, these are like an apple floral scent, but to me the soap had this greenery scent that was bitter. I could smell the apple, I could smell the floral, but there was this almost overpoweringly bitter green scent to it. Now, this is the first Beautiful Day item I've purchased in the new packaging. Everything else has been in the old green packaging. I don't believe they changed the actual formula when they repackaged, but let me know if you guys have noticed a difference in the two, or even just between the soap and the body care, because that smelled really bitter to me and I was just not a fan, so I obviously would not repurchase. The next one here is deep cleansing soap in French lavender. Really enjoyed it. Again, we like lavender scents. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There we go. We really like lavender scents, and this is a good lavender. Very authentic, very herbal. Really enjoyed it. I believe I have one more of those in my stash, and I would repurchase. And then a foaming soap in Blushing, Tulips, and Peonies. I had this in the guest bath. It's just a really nice, light, inoffensive floral. It kind of smells like it's a hint of floral with like a generic shampoo undertone. So it really was inoffensive. It looked good for spring, but nobody found it, you know, overpowering or anything. So I did really like this. I think I'm using the matching hand sanitizer right now, and I'm enjoying that as well. So I could see myself repurchasing that if they brought it back another year, or if I found it at semi-annual sale. Then I have some pocket backs here, some new ones and some old ones. I'm trying to use up my oldest ones because I have some of these from like 2010 and that's a little ridiculous, but I am using some of the newer ones too. So first off, I finished the Fresh Watermelon Lemonade. I talked about this in part 1 of my Empties video. It's a good scent, everybody loves it, but I'm just so burnt out. It's been out forever and everybody obsesses over it so much that I'm kind of over it. It was good, it was clean, but there's so many other scents I could buy. Now for those of you that do love Fresh Watermelon Lemonade, or Watermelon Lemonade is what it's always been called until now, it is coming as a full signature body care line April 17th, 18th, middle of this month. So, you know, I'm sure 90% of Bath & Body Works people will love that. I just don't really care about it personally, but I know that's going to be a big seller. I don't know if it's joining the regular line or if it's seasonal, so be sure to check that out though if you love Watermelon Lemonade. The other new packaging one I finished is this Happy Easter Cotton Candy. I love this scent. This is a good cotton candy scent. It's hard to do cotton candy right. Now the Happy Easter Cotton Candy candle, the cotton candy marshmallow, whatever, that was horrible. That was a repackage of Strawberry Picnic. It was not cotton candy or marshmallow. This though is just a straight up cotton candy scent, as is the matching soap, which we did have in our guest bath, we just didn't finish it. Really enjoyed that. I do have a few backups and I would repurchase it. As for the older pocket backs, I have Home Run Green Grass. This is from back when one summer they did like a boy-friendly line. A whole bunch of pocket backs that were sport themed. They had ones that were like camo and, you know, things like that. And then they had cases that were the same way. The cases each had a sport theme or were camo or army or, you know, things like that. Which I kind of wish they would bring back, just because right now, so many of their pocket backs, and the holders especially, are glittery or pink or furry or have animals with, you know, it's just, they're really cutesy and really feminine. And some boys are going to like that and be happy with that. But some boys and some girls are not. Like, it's really overly feminine, a lot of their things for the pocket backs and holders. And I just feel like so many people are going to be limited to like the plain black holder to avoid sparkles and whatnot. So I kind of wish they would bring back a less feminine line. It doesn't even have to be boy themed, just gender neutral would be nice. Anyway, there's my mini rant about pocket bags. Less pink, less glitter, more inclusive, but I digress. This is Home Run Green Grass. In part 1, I talked about the green grass scent portable that I love. This is pretty much the same scent. It smells just like somebody's been mowing the lawn. I love it. Some people are gonna hate it. I think it's great. If this came back in a pocket bag, I would repurchase it. Next, we have this Island Bamboo. And you guys know I'm usually not a fan of the tropical scents. There we go. And I'm usually not a bamboo fan. I think fresh bamboo was awful. But this was actually not that bad. It was a little overpowering, so I don't think I would repurchase it. But for the most part, it was just a fresh greenery scent, pretty similar to green grass. But the bamboo note was a little overpowering, so I would not repurchase it. This one is Be Nice Honey Berry. It was good. It is not nearly as nice, or it is not nearly as good as the Be Good Honey Vanilla. That is amazing. This one was just okay. Nothing special. I probably wouldn't repurchase it just because it's pretty generic. Okay guys, sorry about that. I didn't realize how low my phone battery was, and now the dishwasher is running. So I hope you guys can still hear me. I have a few more products to go through. I'm going to try to go through them quickly. The last sanitizer I have to show you is a very old one in Nectarine Mint. This is from, it looks like 2009. So this is, I believe when I checked, this was the oldest pocket back I had. The reason I still had it is because Nectarine Mint is the first Bath & Body Works fragrance I ever hoarded. I loved this scent. It didn't have body care, but it was soap, sanitizers, candles, home fragrance. I had all of it. I loved it, and this was the very last thing I had in Nectarine Mint, so I kept holding on to it, but it was time to let it go. Nobody needs a 7-year-old pocket back. It could have been in 2nd grade. That's a little ridiculous. Time to go. If Nectarine Mint ever comes back though, I absolutely will repurchase it. I still really enjoy that scent. Then I finished one hand cream. This is in the Savannah Mint Julep. Really enjoyed this one. It's a very lime heavy scent. Very fresh lime and mint. Really refreshing, really sharp. I feel like it's not going to be everybody's thing. I really enjoyed it. I think I have one more of these left, and I could see myself repurchasing it if it came back. I'm sorry, my dishwasher is ancient, so it's like really loud, and I just really hope you guys can hear me. I finished off one mini lotion in Mad About You. Just like I said with the shower gel, it's okay. I used it, it was fine, but not an absolute favorite. I mean, smelling it now, I like it, but there's so many other scents that I love. So, you know, maybe one day I'll repurchase it just to try it again. It was okay, it wasn't a favorite. It was good. The next one I finished, this is a full-size lotion in Honey Sweetheart. This is just a really, really sweet scent. I know you're not going to be able to see the notes because the background there is a little ridiculous. It says honeyed violets sprinkled with pink sugar, and that is it. It is really, it's got that sweet pink sugar scent, a little bit of that violet petal, the honey scent in there. I really liked it. I've seen people describe it as sickeningly sweet, but apparently I like that. It was good. I really enjoyed it. I still have about half of the spray left, which I'm using with another lotion because this is the last of these I had. I really liked it, and I could see myself repurchasing it if it came back out. The other full-size lotion that I finished was in Wild Peach Poppies. Again, you're not going to be able to see these notes. Fresh peach blossom, sunlit poppies, and sugared musk. I didn't get any musk. Not sugared musk either, I guess. Peaches, but I can see why it says peach blossom, because while there is a fruity peach note, there's also definitely a strong floral to this. I liked it. This was a good spring transitioning to summer kind of scent. But to me it has an undertone of bubblegum. And I've said that about some of these older scents before. And I don't know if that's just what they smell like to me, or if it's because as they get older, the scent changes and my nose is just reading that as bubblegum. It was good. Again, not a favorite. I would probably repurchase it to try it out, but it's not one that I am sad is gone. Now, one that I am very, very sad to see go. This is a body cream in P.S. I Love You. I mentioned this in part 1 of my Empties video. I love this scent, and a lot of people hated it. It could be, I could see how this is the quintessential old lady smell. It is a strong, heavy rose floral. I love it though. I think it is amazing. The fragrance notes on here, okay, this is the one that had, the fragrance notes on here are not helpful at all. I don't know if it's gonna focus. Probably not, let's see here. P.S. I Love You, a modern, unforgettable fragrance inspired by the many beautiful ways to love and be loved. But those aren't fragrance notes. There's nothing in there that gives you any idea about anything. It's rose. It's a heavy, heavy rose scent. I love roses. I still have a full body lotion, a full body wash, and about 3/4 of a fine fragrance mist. And yeah, I'm gonna hoard them a little bit. I'm gonna have to stretch them out and make them last as long as possible because I love this scent and I really, really want it to come back for a semi-annual sale just so I can stock up. I love that. It needs to come back. So moving on to my very last category here are my fine fragrance mists and body sprays. The first one I have here is a Zoom Mist or Zum Mist in Lavender Mint. This is one of those that had the actual aromatherapy oil, so you had to give it a good shake before you used it to mix the oils in. Super, super strong lavender and mint. Smelled amazing, smelled fresh and clean and sweet. I loved this. I want to say I got it at Central Market. I can see myself repurchasing it once my stash is, you know, at a good point. It was really good. I did use it as a body mist, but I also used it as a linen mist for our bed, and that was amazing. It made the whole room smell fresh, it made the bed feel amazing. Sliding into bed at the end of the day and smelling this was super relaxing. I would absolutely repurchase that, especially as a linen spray. Then for my little mini sprays from Bath & Body Works, I finished French Lavender and Honey. I like lavender, but this just wasn't that special to me. It was sweet, it was good, but I mean, I wore it and I was happy to wear it, but it's just, again, it's not special to me, so I don't see myself repurchasing it. I also finished off this Apple Blossom in Lavender, and this, to be honest, I didn't even enjoy wearing. I think it was the blend of lavender, which often makes people think of soap, just because a lot of lavender things are cleaning products, and then the apple, which also to me smells like certain cleaning products. It smelled like generic air freshener, just generic, it's clean smelling in here, which is fine, but not really what I want in a perfume, because I couldn't really smell it. It was just like this, it was more like when you sprayed it on, you were spraying on an absence of scent. Would not repurchase if it came back. My last mini that I finished off is the Sweet Magnolia and Clementine. I had this in my car and it was amazing. Anytime somebody was riding with me, because when I turn on my car, I kind of spray a little bit towards the vents, so it kind of circulates through the whole car and freshens it up. And anybody that rode with me was asking what it was and where I got it. It smells amazing. This is quickly becoming one of my favorites, and it needs to come back. I did stock up on it during the last semi-annual sale, but if it came back again, I would stock up again. This is a really good fragrance. For full-size fragrance mist, I did finish the Wild Peach Poppy to match that lotion. I've already talked about it. It was good, but not real special. And then I finished off another full-size fine fragrance mist. This is Velvet Sugar. If you're wondering why the cap is missing, it's actually on, or the little spray cap, it's on this one because it was missing one, and this was already empty. Velvet Sugar, really, really enjoyed this. Really sweet, soft, feminine. I really liked it. Unfortunately, this is the last one I had.